Yo, and we are live. Let's make sure though, because I don't know how Rumble be working on this mug. Oh wait, never mind. It says live and give me a counter actually. That's impressive. Well, let me check. Hey yo, man, Rumble, y'all different for this one. A little bit of banter. Let me see here. Yep, we're live. We're good. All right, then yeah, we're live, man.
That's weird.
Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Rumble for the new stuff, man. I know that right now it's, but you know, we're gonna test a couple things out here. But man, this is Set with S.E.T Community, man. We're gonna jump right into this for y'all. All right, let's go. All right, man. Today we got a crazy reaction at the Whatever podcast because this man Andrew Wilson had to come through and give this girl a little bit of reality, what she really needed. Let's go.
We have another chat, though, while we wait for Andrew to come back. Stifler, ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Their looks, physical looks, scale 1 to 10. We'll start with you. We'll go around the table. Go ahead.
8.
So 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
I'm 10.
Hold on. 8.5.
7.
Wait.
8.
8.5. 10. Like, oh yeah, they all delusional. You know what? I ain't even mad at them for being like this because that's kind of what social media pushes on them. But there's no way that big girl thinks she's an 8 though. Like an 8. Like, do we need to show her a picture of an 8 and compare it to her?
5.
I'd say 7.58, 4.
That's lower than last time. Yeah. I used to say 6. I'm a 5.
In front of all these beautiful women, how could I ever not humble myself down to a 4? Really?
We.
Proud of you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Took guts.
I'm a 5. I give myself a 5. So wait, 8.5, 10, 7, 8. Okay. All right.
Brian, you rated yourself lower than usual.
Yeah, I've been getting a little chubby. So.
Like, hey, go lie. Shoot, I consider myself like a 7 at least. But like, man, the fact that I like, hey, guys is on this. We'll sit there and we'll be like, look, I don't even know how y'all girls even fuck with me sometimes. But y'all girls, man, I promise you, y'all have the craziest look, the most overweight or overly makeup, and tell yourself that, well, you're a 10. You ain't got a lot of meat, baby, but you can keep lying to yourself.
6.5.
See, now that's humble.
Yeah, that's humility.
That's
right
humble. That's humility. Right? That's the thing that's usually harder for men to do. Just say it. Just point it out.
I've noticed a pattern here. I think men tend to fairly accurately self-assess their own level of physical attractiveness, whereas
I've heard
women
men
not
have
so much.
more self-esteem issues than women do.
What's that?
I've heard men have more self-esteem issues than women do.
I disagree a little.
Why would you say that?
Just, and I also heard
I
that
ain't
they're
gonna
also
lie.
more emotional.
Girl, I'm just gonna be real with you. Look, as long as you're a 6, as long as you're a 6, you're good. You're good, bro. As long as you're a 6, I promise you, you're good. As long as you can get yourself up to a good 6, a decent looking man or a good looking man with a good amount of money is gonna take care of you. And if you keep yourself in shape, of course. There's also that because
herself an 8 is wild.
Exactly. So she's thinking that she can hit on what a 6 and her buff can hit on, and that is cap.
Who have you heard these
Yeah,
things
because
from?
well, I mean, you guys will act off based off pride, and that is going to be like an emotion thing, not necessarily logic.
Okay.
Do you think men or women have more cosmetic surgery?
I think probably women.
Yeah, probably women. Do you think that that's because they have way more self-esteem than men?
I
That's a good
don't
point.
think that necessarily what I'm talking about is the same thing. I just mean
I think it is.
Metric.
well, for instance, you just rated yourself a 4, right?
Yeah.
And maybe people may not agree with you. And I just rated myself a 10 and people may not agree with me, right? But we're just talking about simple our self-esteem. My self-esteem is clearly higher than
No,
yours.
I'm not sure that we are. I think that what we're talking about is a value judgment. And I think that I'm making a way better value judgment than the value judgment that you're making. So the value judgment that I'm making is this. I'm old and I'm married, I'm out of shape, and I smoke, right? And I'm not a very pleasant person to be around for long periods of time, especially for the opposite sex. Like, I know all of these things about myself. So my value judgment overall is a 4. Tell me the value judgment of how you came to
Yo.
a 10.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I love it. That was real. He was like, yeah, like if I be honest with myself, I'd have to all around rate myself a 4. Like I know there's way better dudes out there. And that's how God a lot of us guys low key rate. Like we don't just go off of looks. How I just said 7, I would probably just going off looks. But if you're talking about like I don't know, charismatic and all that good stuff, I'll probably still put myself around a 7. I'm gonna maintain my 7 status. All right, man, let's go.
I just think that in general, we should think that we are great.
Right. So you just decided it with, there's no value judgment there. You just decided it.
Yeah, he asked me what I would rate myself, and
Yeah.
because it's my opinion
Looks.
about myself,
Just looks.
it took a long time for me to love myself, and I do now. And so, yeah, I think that like, I'm a Misty 10.
No, that's good.
I have a question for you. Wait, hold on, just one sec. Do you
And
think?
you're a 7.5?
I said 8.
Oh.
Yeah, get it right.
How
Andrew.
did you
Get
come,
it
how
right,
did you
Andrew.
come to that value judgment?
Because I don't put within my value within a rigidity. That's not the right word.
Rigid.
Rigidity. Thank you.
Rigid.
Yeah.
Rigid.
I don't put that within that rigidity of certain, I guess,
Value judgments.
more subjective opinions about what value is. Because
No. Value judgment is pretty damn accurate. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, girl, you're big, you're overweight, and I'm gonna be real with you. You're damn near taking up 2 spots. Your elbow hitting the girl next to you.
She looked uncomfortable.
On God. And every time these girls look at you talk, they look at you very uncomfortably. So it's like, no. When we say big girls have lower values, I promise you, have a low value. We're sticking to that. And here's the crazy thing is, some of y'all big girls be having y'all be low grade personality and low grade body. Y'all gotta make that work here.
know my value, I know my worth, and I know my beauty that I hold within myself for myself, and that is appreciated by other people. Because at the end of the day, beauty is subjective, and it is absolutely within my right to hold myself to a higher value and how I conduct myself in the world around me.
Yeah, but that
No, baby girl. You gotta like kneel to some type of standard here. Like, come on now.
when you're talking about the value judgment here, my wife, I'm sure that she has a way higher value judgment of me than I have of me. I would agree that she probably should. From her subjective assessment, she probably thinks I'm a great provider. She thinks I'm a great father. She thinks I take care of all of my responsibilities and duties. She can 100% trust me. So she probably has this really high value judgment of me. But when I'm doing an actual assessment of me, like Andrew Wilson, the person, my looks and how it's reflected outwards to other people, right? I'm adding this value, this value, this value, this value, this value, like a mathematical formula to come up with that equals 4. What are you doing to come up with that other than I just think that we should have high self-esteem so that because I just think so.
Because I know I'm a good person. Because frankly, if we want to get aesthetic, I don't have a busted face. I'm fat. And if people want to reduce my value because of my fatness, that's not my problem. And that is not the...
Whoa. That's not your problem. Girl, it's going to be your problem if you want the man you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right. If you're okay with not getting a good looking dude or due to value, then all right, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead. You're right. It's nobody's problem. But it's going to be
Just
your problem.
One night stands. Okay.
Go ahead. But even these girls looking at her just
Take it
like,
serious.
yeah.
Like, please.
It's like, girl, you're living in. Even these girls looking at her like, bro, this girl is talking
Man.
too crazy.
And then the one at the end right there, she looked bored.
She's just like, ain't no way, bro. Just no way. I can't believe she's even talking.
She's fed up at this point.
ideology I hold for myself. I am someone who is pursuing weight loss, not for aesthetics, not for looks, but for my health.
And let me
And
know
it
if
is
you
something
can
I'm
hear my
moving
girl in
forward
the
with
other mic.
because I have been for the
It's
past
not a new studio.
2 to 3 years now working on my self-love and loving myself into a place to care enough about myself to take my health back into control, when I was being consistently shamed, when I was gang stalked on r/fat people hate in 2015, when I have
Looks like it works.
I'm still
Disavow.
speaking.
I mean, it looks like it works.
I'm still
right?
speaking. and
It
you
works
get-
Hold
because
on.
you're going to
You know,
change.
you're really great at over talking and being disrespectful,
Bro.
and I'd love the opportunity to get my point
But-
across.
Okay, but so just to cut in here a
I'm
little
sorry,
bit,
but
the
you
original
see what I
question
be saying,
was
though? It be that fat girl
rate your
attitude.
looks,
Yeah.
because you mentioned your
I'm sorry. It'd be that fat girl attitude that it's like the high weight comes with a very low character. I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of the time, a girl's weight low key you can predict her character off her weight. You can predict how selfish she is. You could predict how narcissistic she is just off looking at her. If she's proud to be fat, then I'm gonna be real with you. That's a full-blown narcissist. Ain't nothing you can say to that one. But if she's trying to lose weight and all this good stuff, but she's still caught up in this, delusion. She needs that for herself right now, so she don't just think that, well, damn, I'm not gonna be worth nothing until I lose this weight. We don't want her thinking like that. But hey, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, you might need to step into that darkened mindset real quick.
your personality. You have a great personality or whatever it is.
And like I said, my fatness doesn't devalue me.
Why?
It
So
does.
I'm an 8
Why doesn't it?
because I think that fat
'Cause you
can
think.
be beautiful. It's my assessment of my
It's
looks, right?
perspective.
Yeah, but why
okay.
is it that your
Why
own
ask
assessment
her
of
to
your
tell her
looks
that her
has
perception's wrong?
nothing to do with how the external world perceives you? That's my
Because I
problem.
don't give a
But how
shit.
can
Right, because you don't
decide?
care. So there's no
I
real
don't care
value
about-
judgment.
I don't care about other people's
how can
opinion
you-
of
how
me.
can
It's
you
not
speak
more
for
important
the
than the
rest
opinion
of
of
the
I hold
world?
my
I'm sorry, sweetheart. That's a lie. Because if everybody was calling you fat online, and you were complaining about it, that means you cared about their opinions enough to change your weight. Let's be real. You thought these were incel dudes who you wouldn't care about. You clicked on one of their pics, and it was actually a guy you would mess with. So I'm gonna be real with you. I know the horror stories of y'all big girls. Y'all be thinking it's just the weak dudes. No. Us guys. I ain't gonna lie. There's some assholes that be out there that will comment under your pic knowing he good looking. No, you can't refute what he's telling you when he calls you a fat piece of crap. So I
Myself.
watch my language.
Yeah,
And
it
if you don't live that way, that sucks for you.
If there's a value judgment of how you would self-assess your own looks, the only possible conceivable metric I could even think of would be the perception of how other people view you for your value judgment
and
of
I
how
was in a
you look.
relationship for
How would
almost
you
8
know
years with
about
someone
that,
who
though?
thought my
How would you-
body
how could he-
was
how could
the
you ever
most
come up with a
beautiful
metric?
thing he had
That's what I'm saying.
ever
He decided
seen.
that was perceptive.
And he had
Most
told me
ever
that
seen the
Those are the
cat.
more
that-
often than not.
Go ahead.
He had told me that more
Right.
often
Wait,
than
can you
not.
speak certain?
Yeah, he had told me that more often than not. I have been pursued by many men who think I am gorgeous and beautiful. That perception exists whether you have it or not.
Okay, so
Whoa,
assume
whoa,
for a
whoa,
second.
whoa, whoa,
I can
whoa.
assume inside of
Whoa.
like I can envision a world where you're the only human being who's inside of the
And
world.
guess what? I'll
And
never
if
be
you're-
the only one who thinks
And
I'm
if
hot,
you're-
and I know that.
Anyway, though, but no. There's no way she was going off like that. Oh, there's guys that think I'm beautiful and all that good stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but dude, like, I'm gonna be real with you, but do you want them? Because I know the guys that's hitting you up, and it ain't the guys that you want, sweetheart. If anything, it's the guys built like you. Think about it. It be the guys built like them that they don't want nothing to do with because they know what their weight comes with. They know their weight comes with depression, anxiety, and a lack of confidence. So why would they want somebody the same as them? Man.
That bugs the shit out of you.
If you're the only human being who's inside of a world, I can perceive that I can come up with whatever metric I want for myself because I have nothing to compare it to. So if I have nothing to compare it to and I have nobody else's value judgment, then I can say I'm the most beautiful person who's ever lived, and that would be true. But if I have the value judgment of hundreds of millions of people to compare the standard to, and I know that I'm below that threshold and just decide that I'm above that threshold anyway,
I'm not the only
that's not
person who
based
makes
on
that
anything
decision.
objective. You're just making shit up.
No, I'm
He
not.
asked us our opinion. So yes, it was a made up opinion from us.
Yeah, it is for sure.
That's
It's
not
way
the point.
overstated.
That
but
was
true.
the only person who's not happy.
Your
about that is you.
perception of your truth is not the same for myself.
Oh no. Your truth is a damn near lie and a fairy tale that you're living in. What he's telling you is the reality of what it is. It's like, yes, women, you do have a lower value based on your weight. I don't care if you want to say, well, I can cook and clean like the skinny woman. Well, guess what? You can't do it for as long as she can. And I'm gonna be real with you. You won't be able to run around and be able to live a long life for as long as, well, she can. So if you're telling me that the big girl who can give me what I'd say 10 to 15 years of good cooking and cleaning, or the skinny girl who's in shape who can give me 30 to 40 years of decent cooking and cleaning, I'll go ahead and I'll take the decent because I'm gonna get it longer.
Or,
Thank you.
or
Amen,
anyone
Hog
else.
back.
Yeah, what is truth in a world
And
that
also,
you're an eight?
what societal standards in which country?
I must
In
love the
every
shit out of
country
you.
on planet Earth, she's not an
Respectfully,
eight.
Wait,
You're like the
You're
video, man.
ridiculous.
Appreciate
It's
the love.
ridiculous.
In different
let's
places,
be
different
nice.
people
Let's
like
keep
different
things
things.
Yeah, he's so combative, bro. It's wild.
Well,
He gets very upset and then he
I
turns
live-
his
I
face.
live in reality. Do you know what
And
reality
that
is?
is the bottom line here, and I've been respectful. We're how many
It's not
hours in?
disrespectful. I'm just telling you what's true.
Oh, what was
I think
the
it's
what
like
was
the
the about me
energy.
being a mother, bro?
That the energy you put towards it.
That was
Bruh.
me.
Guys,
being
let's,
able to-
uh,
No,
It's
I'm
interesting-
not.
it's
I'm not
interesting to
gonna. I have
claim
been taking it respectfully for hours now.
But to be fair, also it's interesting to claim to be so religious and so close to Jesus
Mhm.
and be so negative.
To tell the truth.
I'm just saying, just to be so
What would
negative.
What's negative about telling you the truth? That's what I'm saying. You're not liking how he's coming off. And then you're using, it's funny because I did a live when Candace Owens says, I hate when they try to, oh, well, you're not being a good little Christian. You're not being a good Christian. This is the context I was talking about. There are some times when it's used, rarely when we say, bro, you're not really being a good Christian, where we're kind of trying to hold them to their teachings. But most of the time is used in a condescending manner. And it ain't cool.
Jesus do. He'd be
He would
like, "You're a 10,
He would literally
sweetheart.
turn the other
Forget
cheek.
objective
He would
reality."
turn the other cheek.
If I believed
He
in
would
Jesus,
turn the
he
other
would love
cheek.
me as one of God's children.
Yes.
He would have known that
Yes.
it's my journey and my
Yes.
life.
But you know,
I'm gonna be real with you. God hates the lazy. You know what? Which one of the 7 deadly sins? Because we know you're gluttonous. So you got that down.
God will tell you
Yeah,
you can lose weight.
on God. We know. So oh wait, there's sloth. Ah man. So you got gluttony and sloth working out for you just off your appearance. And you think God messing with that? Well, no, I don't know, man. I don't know. Not the God in here. I don't know about that one. I don't know. Not in the Quran either.
God will give you the best membership
Man,
for free.
for real.
know you're
To the
fat too,
religious
whether he loves you or
And
not.
you know what? Being fat is not bad.
It's embarrassing though to
And
claim
that's
the religion you
fundamental
have.
disagreement we
Which is
have.
how
Insane.
negative
It's just fucking
it is.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
there's gonna be other people who are gonna be like, I don't claim this because it's like this is
what-
part of the reason why you're hypocritical.
There's
It's
no
for you
hypocrisy.
claiming to love and be this one big thing, and then to be so negative instead of encouraging or say even anything in actual.
I'm weak. Pink is crazy.
get a word in when you shrill harpies are screeching is for me to talk loudly.
Oh no, you're really great at
You'll
over
do it
talking. It's one of your
regardless.
best
You've been doing
qualities.
it.
You respect.
Well, I have to cut down on the prattle. That's true.
Push back on Pink after all of that.
I'm a terrible moderator. Okay,
That's where he's
I'm a dog shit moderator. Okay, hold on. Let me just come in really quick. Let me just come in. All right, put your
It was a bit racist. Like, get all hot and pink. I'm like, that shit had me weak. The next time a white person gets mad, I want to make him angry. I'm like, hey, bro, no need to get so hot and pink now. It's like, boy, if you want to piss a white person off, man, say that.
put your swords away for just a sec. The views expressed by the panelists do not necessarily reflect the views of me or the whatever podcast. Now, you said, okay, I have a question for you.
What?
Do you I think you said women should view themselves
Not
better.
just women, people in general.
Oh, in general. But so do you think all women should view themselves as 10s?
I would love them to, yes, and not because everyone also agrees with them.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are all women 10?
No, you know, damn, please go ahead and lie to me.
I'm attracted to men.
No, I'm not saying whether you're attracted to them, but I'm
Yeah,
sure
so
you
but
could.
that
I'm
has
sure
to
you
do
can
with- it's
recognize a
perceptive.
beautiful woman.
It's perceptive
But do you think all women are 10s?
in their own right, for sure.
What? Not sure what that means, but okay.
In their own
Uh,
right. You see, when you say it like that, this is what
She's
girls.
being nice.
Yeah, it's like on their own right. I'm like, in what right? Because old girl fat, it can't be in
Yeah, 'cause
looks.
I would have straight up said,
It
hell
can be
no.
in personality. Are
Cross
you
my
good?
mouth for you, too.
No. Hell and all that other good stuff. They hate the strong curse words.
Gotcha.
On God. And the N word with a hard R on it.
Gotcha.
But no, it's kind of crazy though. I I just don't see where she's pulling up any positive qualities that a man would want. Your weight, your attitude, your overconfidence in your weight is really what's scary.
Are all men 10s?
In their own right, for sure.
No, but do you think all men are 10s?
In their own
hell
right,
no.
for
Would-
sure.
Guys, I think we know that that's a goddamn lie.
Just like all women ain't all 10s.
We know, but these guys, we gonna say the truth. We're like, nah, there's some ain't shit dudes out here. There's some dudes in their mama's basement who just jerk off 8 times a day. Okay, man. Like, we ain't even gonna sit here and cap.
I don't really understand.
I
In their own
can
right, for
appreciate
sure.
things. I can appreciate things that I'm not necessarily attracted to. Does that make sense?
But do you think?
So in
What?
your eye, are all men 10s? Like just aesthetically, so just by looks.
And women.
Okay, so
and women.
Okay,
Because I know that someone thinks they're a 10 in my mind, that's good enough to be part of the 10. Yes. Would I necessarily date them? Maybe not.
Well-
but as far as like believing they're 10,
That
I
means
know.
they're not
for
a
instance,
10.
is ice cream bad just because someone
Who
doesn't like the
doesn't
ice
want
cream?
a
No.
10?
Everyone's gonna have their different opinion.
But I had never met nobody that said, man, that's a 10 and I don't want her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, nigga, what? That means she ain't no 10. Really, nigga? Like, bro, I mean, all around 10. Like, all right, she bad and she got a great personality. Come on, sweetheart. You tell me you passing up on that.
10 is perfect. You passing up on perfect, what you want.
All right, then, shit. No, I guess she just one of the special ones. You know, she going to like, you know, she going to cap, but hey.
Of it. And so the fact that someone likes green mint ice cream, for me, it might not be my percent, but does it make it bad ice cream? No, it could still be good ice cream. So for that person, maybe they're not necessarily would I date them, but do I believe they should think they are a 10 is what I said earlier. Yes, I believe they should think they are a 10. I think all people should love themselves.
So if we ask the question a
it
different
sucks
way
so much to not love yourself.
and said, if you mapped it onto reality, if you just mapped it onto reality,
Okay,
then
so I
what
was
would you
talking
say?
about some other thing.
Yeah, what would you say then if you mapped it onto reality?
What do you mean?
Are all women's 10 if you mapped it onto reality, rather than how you kind of subjectively feel like they
if all women were 10, they'd all be in shape. They'd all have like very good features on them. They'd all just be 10s, except different form of a 10. They'd all be curvy with and whatever. I don't know, whatever you consider. Because I ain't gonna lie, it's like I said, the 10 is a bit subjective in the male eye. But we can damn near agree the same thing. Like a black 10, even the white boys can agree that's a 10. A white 10, even us black guys can agree. Yeah, that's a 10. Like it's subjective around the board, no matter what race. Even if you pull up an Indian, Asian 10, I promise you, around the board, no matter what race, we're all gonna agree. I ain't gonna lie, the bitch bad.
they should feel about themselves if you were to map it onto reality outside of that subjective
I think
analysis.
it would vary depending on where I'm at.
You're in Kazakhstan.
I don't know what the women are
So
like. though.
what would you
Pretty
say?
hot.
For example, what would you say?
Stacked.
What would you say Scarlett Johansson would be aesthetically, cross-culturally to most men? Do you think
guess
most
it
men would
depends on
find her
which
attractive?
country.
Russian milk.
It depends on what's, I'm only talking from someone who you guys all would not find to be attractive. Like I'm not someone you're into, but I know there's men who think that I'm this shit. And of different countries that go.
But I don't think you're a 10 though. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They'll lie to you and say you a 10, but you're not a 10 though. Like, come on now. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and say you're ugly, but I ain't gonna sit there and tell you a 10 either. Like, no, I'm a 10. It's like, why can't I be a 10? It's like, girl, do you know what a 10? Look, I ain't gonna lie. I'll just try to embarrass the young lady. Like, look, let's go pull up the 10s of the world, okay? So you can compare yourself and tell me, like, baby girl, can you match up with that? Like, just be real with yourself. Like, this girl ain't even wearing no makeup. She looks like a damn guy. Like, what are you pulling off? And you're over here on 4K under camera, and you look like an old Hispanic mother. Like, come on now.
Like we were talking about last time, like I might be like, and someone was clowning, they're like, she's not a Seattle 10, but like, I think it really depends on where you're at.
What country could Scarlett Johansson be considered not pretty in?
I don't know. I haven't been to all the countries.
Could you even envision that there is one?
I could, yeah.
You could?
What would you speculate?
I would speculate.
She's okay.
Hey, don't go to Colombia, man. You're gonna be hurt. Shit, don't go to any Hispanic countries. You ain't no 10. Shit, no, don't go to no African countries either. Actually, no, don't go to any country. Yeah, you're right. Don't go to any country. You're not gonna be no 10.
The area where it would be attractive would be in a culture where the people look like that.
Nigga, what?
Sweden.
So you don't
Scandinavian.
think? So what you're saying? Europe, just Europe? In
I
general?
mean, sure, it depends on. I mean, I just think
You
it
don't think
depends.
Africa either?
It depends. I'm probably South Africa. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it just depends. Like, I'm
is
gonna.
this girl low key big as hell talk about she'd be a 10 in another country? No, baby girl. You're a cash cow in another country. No. The dumb dudes walk up on you because you come from America and you got money, baby girl. That's where you get the misconception that, oh, well, guys out there think I'm the stuff. I'm like, yeah, but if you had that American passport, or you didn't have that American passport, oh no, they're gonna treat you what you really like, man. They're gonna tell you to your face, like, look, man, you need to get you an American passport because you out here ain't cutting it. It's like, what, man? Look, we got girls living in huts that look better than you.
To go different places and people are going to receive me different. I was considered to be beautiful in China, but not necessarily someone they would be attracted to, if that makes sense. And when I went to Trinidad, I was the shit. In California, people don't really care that much because I'm not necessarily their societal standards of beauty. So I really think it depends on where I'm at or where the person's at.
I'm not trying to be mean here, but
he is.
I don't think you're a 10.
I know you said that.
What did she say?
7.
See, look, Catholic. That's why.
Catholic. That's why. I'm weak. He said, you got a religion. You're down to earth. I'm weak. He said, because you got a religion, you're down to earth. So I'm gonna let you breathe. And that's how I be out here. Nah, for real though. It'd be the girls with religion that has some type of like humility for real. Nah, but that's why I'll fuck with it.
That's facts.
Like the only time they don't got humility is, I don't know, when you bring other religions into it or a different denomination of a religion. That's when things get a bit supremacist. But outside of that, they're down to earth, cool people. As their book says they should be. And you know what else? And you know what else? Talking about books, a health book tells me that girl should be at her BMI. And you want to talk about European standards? Oh, you're doing to European standards. Well, guess what? If the Europeans is healthy, then we're gonna go with them standards. Yup. Fuck it. Euro standards. Why not? They're like, shit, what you want to do? African standards? Nigga, African standards are damn near the same as Euro standards. It's just the best way to be in life so you can live the longest. There is no standard. It's just a humanity standard. There you go. It's the humanity standard. All right, man. But don't worry. We'll be back for more, man. We'll be back with more. This is S.E.T Media, man. I love doing this with y'all. I'll be right back. This time on OBS, we're going to turn right back to the original. Peace. Like I said, let me know if her mic is working. We out.